Welcome back, Mr. and Ms. Mathematicians. Let's get it going. So, today we're going to be adding and subtracting fractions. Excuse me. So, our math objective says that students will be able to solve with proficiency addition and subtraction of fractions with equal and unequal denominators. Takes coming from 5.3K. Make sure your journal is nice and neat. LCD stands for least common denominator. That's going to be one of the most important words in this whole process. Alright, but not the only one. We also need to know the parts of a fraction. For instance, this is a fraction. The top is called the numerator, the bottom is called the denominator. Good to know. So, we're going to do what? Add these fractions together. But you cannot add or subtract fractions unless you have the same denominator. Here we have a denominator of 2 and a denominator of 3. Not going to work. So we have to go to our 4-step process. We must first find the LCD. Next, make equivalent fractions. Third, compute, either add or subtract. And fourth, simplify. Alright, so let's get going. So to find the LCD, we take both our denominators. I like to make a sideways T-chart just to help keep everything organized. So now I'm looking for the multiples of 2. Here I have 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, and so on. I keep going 8, 10, 12. You get the gist. Same thing for 3. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15. Alright. Now I need to find out what they have in common. But what is the smallest number they have in common? So they both don't have a 2, they both don't have a 4. Oh, got a 6. So 6 is the LCD. Now here we need to make equivalent fractions. At first I had 1/2 and I also had 1/3. They both have to have the same denominator. So go back up here. What did I multiply my denominator of 2 by to get 6? If you forget, just count. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3. So I have to multiply by 3. I have to multiply my numerator and my denominator by 3. That's what makes it equivalent. Now, let's go ahead and finish that. So numerator times numerator, 1 times 3 is 3. Denominator times denominator, 2 times 3 is 6. Now let's find our second fraction that is equivalent, or what's equivalent to our second fraction. So if my denominator was 3, what did I multiply 3 by to get 6? 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 2. Whatever I do to my denominator, gotta do to my numerator. So I'm multiplying over 2 by 2 over 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So my new problem in actuality is 3 6 plus 2 6. So let's go over here and compute. 3 6 plus 2 6 equals, well, I don't know. Now that my denominators are the same, I can add them. I'll start with my denominator because that's not going to change. And next, I add my numerators. 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 6 is my answer. I look to see if I simplify, but there's nothing I can divide my 5 and 6 by to make it any smaller. 5 6 is as simple as it gets. There's your example, guys. So don't forget, we went over today that students will be able to solve with proficiency addition and subtraction of fractions with equal and unequal denominators. We'll try subtraction on our next lesson. Thanks, guys.